Benevolence, dear mortals. Welcome back to another video. You can call me Whimsical William. Welcome to my channel. We are knee deep in the month of romance, Black history. Well, I'm Black and it's romance month, so it's a celebration. Let's talk about another dope manga. This week's episode is brought to you in part by Tora Dora. It's an older anime and it's a really good romantic comedy. But did you know that it also has a really good manga and a light novel? It has a lot of colorful characters, figuratively and literally. And it has a trope that's overly done, but done so well that I personally enjoy it. The trope is the will they, won't they, almost enemies to lovers trope. I love that trope so much. The main character is Taiga, or to the right, or am I right? And Tatsuku. These characters are polar opposites. I think they work really well together. Let's show you a little bit of art. And this is one of those cases where the art is done by one person and the story is done by another person. Kind of like your Death Note kind of deal. The art in this manga is super cute and not super detailed, but detailed enough. It's charming. I think charming is the perfect word for it. For those of you who haven't watched the anime or even heard of this, Tora Dora, let me tell you a little bit about it. So our main character is a guy who looks really mean, but is actually a sweetheart, super nice dude. People are afraid of him. They're like, oh my God. Reading the manga, I realized that, I remembered that the reason why he looks so mean is because like his mom is really pretty, but his dad was a straight up Yakuza, like straight up gangster. So he has those gangster eyes, I guess. He kind of has a mixture of his mom's and his dad's face. Super interesting, really fun to read that. Another thing that I really enjoy about the manga that I don't think is in the anime, they reference Pokemon a lot, which is hilarious. It's really funny. I don't know why they reference Pokemon, but it's in there. There's a few other things that's referenced in here as well, and that kind of makes the manga more interactive for me. I don't know why. Like, I feel like I'm there with them as they're joking about this type of stuff. So in the beginning, our main character literally bumps into Taiga. Taiga's nickname is Palm Pet Tiger or something like that, because she's super short. I don't remember them showing her height in the anime, but in the manga, she's like 4'8". So super short. The main character is a lot taller. And he couldn't see her because he has bangs in front of his eyes because he wanted to hide the fact that he looked scary. He got tired of people saying he was scary. So he bumps into her. She gets super mad, punches him, and he's like, what was that for? It was an accident. And that's how they meet. Later on, he's like, all right, I gotta avoid her at all costs. Like, I hope I never have to talk to her again. Immediately catches her like fumbling in the classroom and he's trying to figure out what she's fumbling for. And she's like, give me this bag. And he's like, that's my bag. Like, this is literally my bag with my school books in it. So he snatches the bag back and he goes home. Later to find her like breaking into his house. He's like, you're lucky I'm not a normal person. I would have called the cops on you. And then he realizes that she was desperate to get that bag because she had a love letter in it. So now he knows her secret. And she's like, I gotta eliminate you. You know my secret. There's no way that I could let you get away with that information. And he's like, I'll tell you some secret about me. And they find out that they both have a crush on each other's best friends. So they basically set this deal up where they both kind of help each other get with their friends. At first, it's just him helping her get with his friend. And he's like, he's never gonna want you. You're like a barbarian. You gotta like get your stuff together. And then you're super shy, can't even talk to him. So they go through, a whole bunch of plans that backfire to try to get her and his best friend closer together. And eventually she's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna tell him how I feel. By this time, there's rumors going around the school that the main character and her are together. So when she tells him how she feels, he's like, I'm glad you care about me too, but I know you really care about him, but I'm glad that you could care about me too. So he doesn't take her seriously because of how much time they've spent together. And he doesn't know that they've been trying to devise a plan all because of her liking him. So it's really fun, and everyone around is like, you guys are meant for each other. I don't know why both of you are chasing different people. This story just revolves around these two trying to figure out their feelings and trying to figure out what love is supposed to feel like. Like, is it supposed to be a nervousness, a tightness in your chest? Is it supposed to be you can be 100% of your true self around that person? What is it, And it's really cute. Taiga is like one of the most annoying characters sometimes. Like, she's just so harsh and mean. But then sometimes she's like the sweetest, most helpless, kind character. That juxtaposition really makes her a unique character. And I see why she has so many fans and so many anime figures. She's very unique. And I kind of wish that other characters in the show got figures and more love too, because they're all so colorful and unique. Yeah, that's the gist of the story. It goes a lot farther. I read about 5 volumes. I watched a manga back in the day. It's been years since I watched it, so I forgot a lot of it. But I read like 5 volumes this week of it. And it's been a real thrill. I was kind of sick, so I didn't read as much, but I did get a little bit better, and I decided to read some more. And it's a blast. Like, I'll just sit there reading and just laughing. Like a stand-up comedy special is in front of me, and the comedian is really good. But it's really just these high schoolers doing really stupid stuff. And before I forget, there's another character who I really hate. She gets introduced, I think, in volume 3. I'll show you the other covers as well. So this is the guy that she has a crush on, and this is the girl that he has a crush on. Such unique personalities. This guy is oblivious and aloof, but also sweet and caring and really about the rules. And she's just so animated and colorful. Like, she has like 5 jobs and just really strong opinions, but she's also really sweet and kind. Really interesting characters, these two. This is Taiga, and this is the girl who I hate. So she's a model, and she comes off as a really sweet, kind, caring person, but really she's sadistic, cruel, over opinionated, a lack of patience, arrogant. This is a terrible person. She ends up coming in between both our main characters, and she's like, I'm gonna take him away from you because I don't like you. So they're just butting heads like rams, just butting heads, just arguing, hating each other. And it's entertaining, but it's super annoying, but they're unpredictable. Like, sometimes they'll be all right with each other, and then sometimes, they're back to arguing and calling each other names and exploiting each other's weaknesses. But behind closed doors, they kind of admire each other, which is really interesting. So that's Tora Dora. If you're into romantic comedies, I highly recommend this one. Watch the anime. If you've read the light novel, please tell me about it in the comments below, because I've never checked it out. I like the art. I like the covers and whatnot, but I've never actually taken the time to read it. If you read the manga, let me know how you feel about it. It's coming out pretty slowly. I think we're still on volume 11, so it's not really a quick manga, but it's still ongoing, which is pretty cool. So you can catch up if you haven't started it and you want to read it physically. But yeah, let me know those things in the comments below. If you haven't already, subscribe. I really appreciate it. We're on our way to 1,000. Let's do it. Let's have 1,000 subscribers this year. I think that's a nice goal. I'm going to talk about a few more romances this month, and then March maybe we'll switch it up and do anime figures because I've been getting quite a few anime figures. I want to show you the new ones that I've gotten for this new year, 2025. With all that being said, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.